Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today we're finally back with the Talking Sport podcast and I'm here with Josh. Say hello, mate.
Hello everybody, and the topic for this podcast will just be the latest AFL news because we all know COVID has made the season very awkward for all of us.
Yeah.
So I get Kizza to start us off with some of the latest news.
Yeah, cheers Josh. So the main news is pretty much all Victorian clubs are not allowed to go back into Victoria now for, I would say, like 5 months or something, which is, unreal with the COVID cases going up to about 230, 270 in Victoria, which is just, unbelievable. It's very bad, but they're not allowed to go back into Victoria for quite a while. They're allowed in Queensland, and I believe some of them are going into WA, if that's correct, Josh?
Yeah, that will be the only Victorian teams going to WA. They'll only stay there for a week. Will be Collingwood and Geelong, and Hawthorn and Carlton. They'll be playing in Perth, and then when they come back, they'll be staying in Queensland for the rest of the season.
Yeah. And then the hubs are at the Gabba and also Metricon as Queensland, and then also the Sydney hubs. And I'll move on to your next point, Josh.
So GWS and Sydney, they will be staying in Sydney, but as we do know, New South Wales are starting to get more cases every day, so they actually might have to move to Queensland as well. And the Queensland Premier was all right with all the clubs coming there, and they're allowed attendance at games. They're allowed that 10,000 at a game, and they also want to host the grand final, which I don't see much of a problem with, since there's no games at the MCG.
Yeah.
Then where should we go? I reckon the Gabba would be a good host for the grand final.
Yeah, I think Gabba's best.
Hopefully, 40,000 in there would be good.
Yeah.
But no more games in Victoria, which is very, very annoying. But Gillon McLachlan has said that round 16 and 17, they will be Thursday to Sunday scheduling, which is good, like at the moment. And so from round 8 to round 16, we could expect the games to be a bit muddled up, especially because Essendon and Melbourne need to catch up on their postponed game, which I don't know when that's going to happen. Yeah. It might happen in the week break between finals and the end of the season, but as we know, we don't know anything, and the grand final isn't scheduled at the moment, but they're hopefully saying it'll be October 24th. So, well, that's the latest AFL news at the current time. But we'll also tell you who's leading some stats so you know who's doing well.
Yeah. All right. So, probably the Brownlow winner so far is got to be Lachie Neale. He's been unbelievable, unreal, averaging around 20 to 30 disposals every game, I believe. Just unbelievable at the moment. He's a great player, great pickup for the Lions, I believe, a year ago or 2 years ago, if I'm incorrect.
Yeah, he played for the Dockers.
Yeah, pretty good there, but even better at Brisbane. So, he's playing very well at the moment, on fire, as well as players like Dan Butler, but he has been a bit sloppy the last week. Unfortunately for him, but he was on fire the first couple rounds.
Yeah, spot on there, mate. Lachie Neale's averaging 29 disposals a game, 14 contested possessions, and 111 fantasy points, which is just insane. Yeah. But then the Coleman leader, which no one would have expected, let's be honest. He played in the All-Stars vs Victoria game, and I thought he was very overrated, but he's come back, and he's doing pretty well. Tom Papley from Sydney Swans is leading with 13 goals, averaging 2.2 a game. And in second is Charlie Dixon and Brody Mychek from Collingwood Magpies. So, a bit of an interesting Coleman medal leader. But, he played well for Victoria. He scored 4 goals in that game, I believe, which is insane for an All-Star game.
Yeah.
But, so those are the top stat getters. And Kizza, you can roll us out with the outro.
Yeah, also I want to say, who would have guessed those top 3? I mean, Mychek is a very good player. Charlie Dixon, what the bloody hell?
He can't kick straight.
Yeah, I know, horrible. And bloody in a couple of rounds, Levi Casbolt will be up there. And Tom Papley's first. I mean, he's a very good player.
I don't think Levi Casbolt has kicked a point this season. He's kicked like 8 goals straight.
Yeah, that's unbelievable from Levi.
Yeah.
Before I roll us out with the outro, I have to say, hopefully Basher Hooley's mum is okay, as she got tested positive to the coronavirus. I really hope she's fine, and just good luck to her. And Josh has got something to say about Conor McKenna, so here you go.
Thanks, kids. I actually have an important announcement to make. Conor McKenna has made his return into playing footy. He played against the North Melbourne Kangaroos, and as we all know, he tested positive, and then about 3 days later he tested negative. It was a false positive, which makes you think, is the coronavirus testing actually accurate? But that's a whole other story. And now, Kizza, you can roll us out with the outro.
That's unbelievable from Levi. Yeah. Cheers, Josh, for joining me today. The Talking Sport podcast. Signing out. See you guys. Bye.
See you, everybody. Have a nice day.